Welcome to our 100th episode. We would love to thank all our subscribers who tune in each week to watch our adventures. We are so grateful. You join us as we head through the Isles of Bute to Port Bannatyne, where we explore Mount Stuart. Then we continue up the Clyde to Holy Loch. Here we take a bus tour to see an old church with an unusual feature. Enjoy. Well, we've woken up this morning and it is so still. It's been really still all night. We can see this glow inside the cabin, so I reckon we've got a nice sunrise. That's beautiful. So we're nearly ready to go. So we're going to go and release our mooring buoy. It's a bit of a tangle of lines, so it might take a minute. But it is one of the easiest things to do when you are leaving any place, is to release a mooring. So it is one of my favourites because the deck work is very reduced. So here we go. Pull the line through. Got a few mussels on deck this morning from the line. They're always a bit green and slimy. And that's it. We're free. We are just approaching the buoys for the Burnt Isles. This is the North Passage. You can see the reds and the greens. Alan's just beginning to turn in now. You can see them coming into line. It's not a particularly wide passage, but as long as we time it perfectly, you go through very easily. We've done it quite a lot of times before. If you want to see this passage in detail, I think one of our earliest videos, I'm not sure, it could be episode 7. We go through here and we talk a lot about how we do it, so you are welcome to go back and watch that one. We're coming through now. You have to keep within the buoys. There are things under the water, obstructions, particularly on the starboard side, I believe, from old navigation marks, so it's essential that you keep within the buoys if you don't want to hit the bottom. Is low water as well, so very important. It's nice and calm. There's no wind this morning, so this is super easy. Often when we come through we see lots of birds and things on here, but today it's pretty quiet actually. We can see on the rock over there a port hand steel frame marker. Not that we're going to get close to that because we're staying within this channel. And we're almost through. And there it is. Quite simple. Lots of boats use it because it's such a good passage. It's so pretty. All these little islands everywhere. It's really quite serene today, which I am not complaining about. The birds are flying. There we go. Upsetting the birds. There's another boat out this morning over there with his sail up. It's going very slowly because there really isn't any wind. If you look ahead and zoom in, the next hazard you have to worry about is this one, the ferry, and it crosses right across the channel here and takes passengers to Bute. This is the Isle of Bute on this side.
The original house was built over 300 years ago, but it had to be rebuilt following a devastating fire in 1877. The main part of the house is a flamboyant example of 19th century Gothic Revival architecture. Its striking features include a colonnaded marble hall and a beautiful marble chapel. It's claimed to be the first house to have housed an indoor heated swimming pool, and is also the first house in Scotland to install electric lighting. It also boasts a world-class historic collection of books, arts and objects, including Old Masters paintings such as landscapes by the Italian Rococo artist Francesco Zuccarelli, equestrian paintings by John E. Fernley, and landscapes by Jan Both. The house also features beautiful stained glass windows depicting elements inspired by mythology, art and astrology. The third Marquess is responsible for the house as we see it today. When he became the third Marquess, aged just 6 months old, his inheritance made him the richest person in the world. His father's wealth came from his investment in the development of the port of Cardiff to export the mineral wealth of South Wales. The third Marquess's interests include astrology, medieval art and the occult, but he is most remembered for his architectural patronage as the greatest builder of country houses in 19th century Britain. Thanks for watching, and if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe.
We're just getting ready to depart Port Bannatyne. We've been sat here for what, 4 nights? We've had 4 nights. It's been quite blowy, but we have had a fantastic time. We've really enjoyed, particularly going into Mount Stuart. But now we're ready to go. We're thinking we're going to head to Holy Loch, but as ever with these things, once we're set off, sometimes the conditions out there don't match the forecast and we change our mind. But the current plan is to go to Holy Loch Marina. It should only be a few hours away. Fingers crossed, the wind we've got should mean we get a sail. So we've got our sail ready today and we're really hoping to enjoy some sunny weather and some quiet sailing time. Well, this is the Firth of Clyde that we're heading along. The sun is out, which is lovely. We did get a bit of a sail, but it was quite manic actually. The wind was gusting round the headlands, so we didn't really record much. This is the lovely site of Bannatyne. So you can see the town. We are heading this way. I don't know if you can see, there's a red and white boat. In fact, there's two. One is behind the other, so they might come separate in a minute. These are the ferries that are darting between the mainland on the Glasgow side and the Bannatyne side. So lots of people crossing on ferries. We've got to dodge our way between them, and we're going, actually where that big hill is, we're going in front of it. That is Holy Loch, and we're heading to Holy Loch Marina. I don't know if you can hear the gusty wind, but it's still with us. This is, I think it's called Clock Lighthouse. It's just on the headland. We've been here before. You can see this in some of our earlier episodes. We cycled to it, and now we're sailing by it. We're heading for a winter berth, which will eventually be down here towards Glasgow. We are heading to James Watt Dock this year, I think. We have arrived in, where are we? Holy Loch, that's it. We've arrived in Holy Loch. We're tied up on the visitors' pontoon. We're inside the main long pontoon. Sorry we didn't film very much. It's a pretty short journey, and it was quite gusty wind conditions, so we're both pretty busy, especially as we don't have an auto helm, so one of us has got to constantly steer, and that means the other one's pretty busy on deck controlling the sails and the gusting and things like that. So we didn't really have time to get the camera out, but we did get in, and it's still glorious and it's still sunny, and we're really pleased to have a change of scenery. We thought we'd go for a little adventure on the bus today. Find somewhere new. We've arrived at the visitors centre at historic Kilmun, and there's a church here, I believe, the unique feature, so we're going to go and check it out. There's a beautiful view across Holy Loch at Kilmun Church. We're heading to the entrance. Apparently it's one of the first Christian churches in Scotland.
On the west coast, don't you say the west coast?
On the west coast, is it? Old bits, aren't there? Look at that.
Yeah.
But heck, it looks like a castle's keep, doesn't it? Ooh, not sure about that. The tower is all that remains of the original middle-aged church. The new church has been built sort of over where the old one would have been, so this is the new one. But historically, it's been here a very long time. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Super. Thank you. So this is the Douglas Mausoleum, and
It was built in 1888 by the son of General Sir John Douglas, who was a leading Scottish soldier.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, the first version of text, which was in the 1700s, had a slate pyramid-shaped roof and no windows, and the walls were not nearest to shelves, like any other one, and it wasn't quite as tall. And it was by the sort of late 1800s, very dark and very damp.
We've got a beautiful view. Lovely low cloud today. As you can see, the marina is super calm, very flat. It's actually not raining. The past couple of days we've had a lot of rain. And up the loch, it's just beautiful this morning. So we're going to head out. The skipper's just appearing. Where we're going, Skipper?
We are going to Loch Goyle Head, I believe.
Loch Goyle Head.
Avoiding the submarine base.
Yes, we've been warned off getting into the area where the submarine base is, because apparently there are some very sensitive things in at the moment, so we're going to be very careful about motoring actually and not sailing and making sure we keep well out of those zones. But we're quite looking forward to the trip. This is our spot at Loch Goyle Head. We're on a mooring, we might have mentioned that before. They're only £15 a night if you want the mooring. There's a floating pontoon for slightly smaller boats than us, probably boats of about, 8-9 metres. But otherwise there's 15 of these boys. We cannot fault this spot. It's been beautiful. The views are magnificent. It's very sheltered. And every day it looks different because the weather's different. We are loving it here.